I am tempted to go to the court and ask them to issue an order to the jailer that this convict's or suspect's skin be repaired and made as it was, and that the jailer be sacked forthwith. But since I can't do that, let me tell you the enormity of what has happened. It's much bigger than it was. A famous writer, Nathaniel Hawthorne, wrote a novel long before the Nazis. It's called The Scarlet Letter. It is on the branding of human beings to shame them in society, to punish them, to label them. The Nazis borrowed from there and took it when they tattooed prison numbers on Jews and made others carry a letter, Judel, on their shoulders. It is the reverse of caste marks, which are supposed to denote high caste, where people are supposed to respect you, the namas. What has happened here is the parikashta, you would say, the upper limit of what has been happening without people noticing it too much. People have been caught by Gaurakshaks, by others. Their heads have been shaved off. They've been beaten black and blue. But this happened in a jail and was done not by fellow prisoners in anger or in a display of nationalism, but it was done by a jailer, a gazetted officer of the government of India. He's not a constitutional authority, but he is no less. This shows the limits of impunity. It shows how the indoctrination that motivates members of the Sangh Parivar, that motivates Mr. Modi's private army, if I may call them, of activists and trolls and supporters, how deep the poison has sunk into official machinery.
I think such incidents are obviously, as you said, the product of impunity, certain communal majoritarian impunity that has been given by this current administration, by this current regime in the country. But acts like these also have a more sinister symbolic value. It is a way of the majority, a way of communal forces within the administration of telling minorities that no, the law will not protect you. In fact, the law, as far as you are concerned, even the law and the system is going to be communal and is going to be against you. So this is very, very sinister, and of course, nothing could be as blatant and symbolic as an Om symbol being burnt into the back of a disco press. Nothing could be more symbolic of this impunity than this.
असल में ये जो फिरका परस्ती कम्युनलिज्म है, ये पहले तो कुछ लोगों के अंदर था, कुछ तंजीमों के अंदर था, धीरे धीरे इसने सामाजिक रूप ले लिया है। अब ये कम्युनलिज्म समाज के अंदर है और उसके साथ साथ जो ये ब्यूरोक्रेसी है, सरकारी लोग हैं, पुलिस है, आपके एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन के लोग हैं, बड़ी तेज़ी के साथ इसमें कम्युनलिज्म फैला है। इसलिए कि समाज में जब फैला है तो समाज से निकलकर वो लोग भी वहाँ जाते हैं और खुद वहाँ जिस तरह का एक माहौल होता है एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन के अंदर, जो लोग बैठे हुए हैं, खुद उनका जिस तरह की बातें करते हैं, जिस तरह का उनका जहन बनाया जाता है, तो फिर वो जैसा ही मौका कोई पाते हैं तो अपने जहन का, अपनी विचारधारा का इजहार करते हैं। ये ताज़ा वाक़या भी उसी सिलसिले की एक कड़ी है।
इसमें कोई शक नहीं कि ये जो दिल्ली में जेल में हुआ है, जिसमें एक मुसलमान कैदी को ओम के निशान से दागा गया, यह अपने आप में बहुत फिक्र पैदा करने वाली और बहुत खतरनाक घटना है। इससे भी ज़्यादा जो चिंताजनक है वो ये कि उच्चतम न्यायालय ने इसमें वह जिसको आप सेंस ऑफ अर्जेंसी कहते हैं, वह नहीं दिखाई। यानी अगर टाल मटोल की जा रही है जेल अधिकारियों के द्वारा, तो उस पर उच्चतम न्यायालय को फ़ौरन कार्रवाई करनी चाहिए थी। और ये इसलिए कि यह भारत के जो बुनियाद है धर्मनिरपेक्षता, उस पर एक हमला है और उस पर हमला है कानून के निगहबानों के द्वारा। जेल अधिकारी कानून के निगहबान हैं और उनसे उम्मीद की जाती है कि वे जेल के अंदर भारतीय संविधान के मुताबिक काम करेंगे। लेकिन जिस किस्म की बेपरवाही इसमें देखी गई है, और यह जो भारत सरकार के अधिकारी हैं, वो जेल अधिकारी हैं, पुलिस अधिकारी हैं, उनके द्वारा तो है ही, लेकिन मीडिया ने भी इस घटना को जिस तरह पेश लिया है, यानी आई गई हो गई बात है ये
जी।
उस पर निगाह टिकाए नहीं रखी है, फोकस नहीं रखा है, और उस पर चर्चा हो नहीं रही। तो इससे सिर्फ यह मालूम पड़ता है कि जो बतलाया जा रहा है इस मुल्क में मुसलमानों को खासकर और ईसाइयों को, कि उनके साथ किसी भी वक्त किसी भी जगह वो भले ही कानून की हिफाजत में, लेकिन उनके साथ बहुसंख्यकवादी बर्ताव किया जा सकता है, उनको अपमानित किया जा सकता है, उनको जलील किया जा सकता है।
Custodial torture and custodial deaths have been taking place in this country since long, very long history. And minorities and non-minorities both have been victim of this. The police department is corrupt, and it is the police department which runs the jails. I mean, the people, the superintendent and other people, director general and so on, they all come from the police. So what's going on there is not something new, but I think the current atmosphere of hate mongering by certain people in power encourages them to go on and indulge in such practices in the belief that they will be protected and nothing will happen to them. But I can assure you that once such things come into light and come to the right forum, that is courts or commissions, there is Human Rights Commission, there is Minorities Commission, so they take action, and court has given them 1 week's more time to file their reply. This is very common in all cases, not just in this case, that the police or other departments seek time to file the report. And I think since this has come in the media and since this has reached the court, justice will be done finally. We also are going to send them a letter asking for report, because it is sub judice right now, so we cannot open a case here. Otherwise, we could have done that. But in any case, I can assure that people should come out and speak. Whenever there is injustice anywhere, not just in jails, outside jails also, if there is any injustice, people should come out and should risk. Mainly people say, oh, I may get into more trouble, and the police or the government may harass me, this and that. I mean, this is not the way. The correct way is that you must speak out, you must come out, you must spend your time and your money to get justice. And if you start doing it, if every victim starts doing it, then the perpetrators will know what will happen next. I mean, they will not do it, they will not repeat it.